you'll see that your life will just dramatically change. And now you're building a life around what really matters to your soul.
We all communicate with nature. It's a part of us.
Oh, and somehow you are muted. Okay, so you'll have to unmute yourself, Teresa. There we go.
There, it does it by itself. I didn't touch a thing. So whoever's helping me, no. Welcome to Spirit Sessions of View of the Light, where you never know what's going to happen, but it'll still be fun. And today is so special because look, we got Bex Marie with us. Oh, I'm so excited about that. Let me light the sage. It's a party now. So welcome, Bex. So good to see you.
It's good to be here.
So good
Very
to see you, Rhonda.
considering this is
Nice to see you all.
Yeah.
I am so happy to be with my soul sisters again.
yes,
There.
yes.
Yes.
And it's perfect because of why we're
And so
here.
Spirit Sessions is always a beautiful family. It's great to have all of you here. Oops, I am fading out, you guys.
That's okay.
I'm back.
Keep going.
And so,
You're-
you know, what we want to say is there's an evolution going on here. Something's going on with Spirit Sessions. And I'm going to throw it to Bex to tell you a little bit more about it.
Okay, so hi everybody. It's so good to see you guys again. I'm so glad to be able to be here. I know I've been kind of out for a while. I've been working a lot, but I'm happy that I'm able to be here today because today is our final episode for season 6. We made a big decision. We have been running the show, and thanks to Rhonda and Teresa for holding down the fort all this time while I've been living the 3D life and responsibilities and everything. But we made a decision that after 6 years of not missing a Sunday, that it is time for Spirit Sessions to take a little break. So and I did the math last night because I thought it was pretty cool to find out exactly how many Sundays that is. That's 306 consecutive Sundays, including this one, that this show has been airing, which is wild when you think about it. 6 years of Sundays.
People aren't married that long in Hollywood.
No, they're not. No. So we decided that Spirit Sessions deserves a well-deserved break. It's earned a well-deserved break, and that we've earned it as well, because at this point we're ready for the evolution that's coming, the natural flow, that with a little bit of just catching our breath and allowing ourselves to reintegrate all of this newness that's been coming in for us, that we can move into this in a much more aligned and excited and inspired way. So I think that sounds very exciting and fun. It's like, everyone's going through massive evolutions right now. I feel like there's just been this big surge of shifts and changes since the eclipse portal. I know I experienced a pretty rough dark night of the soul in the middle of that baby. That was brutal.
It was intense, wasn't it?
It was, bringing up some very heavy stuff that I thought was resolved, and it wasn't. And I'm grateful for the opportunity to really sink into it a little bit deeper and allow myself to be real with myself, to be real, in a way that I haven't been able to before. So I think that with that being said, and how collectively we've really kind of gone through more shifts and changes in a different way. It feels like people are showing up differently now, and we need the time. We need to give the opportunity over to the show and the energetic force that it is to evolve on its own as well.
Yeah, and I think we decided we'd do a little brainstorming together in this time. Get some new guests lined up, some old guests to come back in. Invite some co-hosts, like guest co-hosts that are special correspondent co-hosts, people that we've aligned with in the past. And if anybody out there really wants to be a guest co-host, write us at spiritsession777@gmail.com. We'll put it up later. It'll be information in our description. Or if you have some guest suggestions, or we would love to do a question and answer show as well. So send in your questions and we will do our best with our guides, our knowledge, whatever we have in front of us to do some answers. So Yeah. What do you think, as we're just brainstorming on air in front of everyone? Those are some of the things we have been throwing around in our brain. So, what do you think?
Well,
I have no clue.
I like about how we're going to have the new guest hosts,
Yes.
because they're going to be hosts like us. They're going to be regularly scheduled in. When we take a break, like, oh, I'm sick, I can't come on. Well, no, now we could take a break just when we need to or when we just want to, because we have other people all lined up, people that you guys know already. So it's all part of the family. And I'm thinking that that'll be fun, and maybe new features.
Yeah, and new perspectives. New perspectives, and that's always refreshing. Not only when we need a break, but just, I think, really good to bring in for people to have new perspectives. Just like the other view, which is kind of political, but we're not. We're spiritual.
Yep, we are. I think, the thing that I love about it is the idea that we can step into this space with the intent of being able to really expand, because we're moving into a better place of self-care and self-understanding that'll be able to show up in the show in a whole different level. So I think, and that's the important part, is that, this hiatus that we're taking, this little vacation, is going to be a place for us to be able to refocus on spirit sessions from a place of self-care, because trying to hold a showdown for that long with just 3 people, that's crazy. That's just crazy.
Our staff is getting tired.
Very tired.
But I have to tell you guys, we're not going to leave you in the lurch in the meantime. We will be replaying on Sundays some of our favorite shows. I'll reschedule them. We'll have the teaser so you know. And also our podcast is always available. There's 3 seasons of shows. So that's over 120 shows available for your listening pleasure for whenever you're missing us. And we're also available if you write us, if you have a question or if a concern. You can always reach out to Spirit Sessions via the light through our email or through our messenger on our Facebook page, or just reach out to us on our YouTube channel or our podcast. We get that mail and we read it, because the staff is 24 hours a day.
No, we're not that available.
The computers answer
within reason. Yes, within reason. We're not reading your emails in the middle of the night, though.
Sometimes I am. Sorry.
There's those times.
Boundaries, Rhonda.
You know what? Another thing. There's another thing that would be really good right now. I want to know what your guys' favorite things is about spirit sessions through these years. It's a little review.
Who our favorite guests have been? I've got my favorite guests.
All the experiences we've had.
Oh, yeah, we've had some really weird ones going on. It's really hard to pick your favorite guest, because it's like picking your favorite child. But I have 3 favorites for me personally. Now it's Jim Harold, Jim Perry, and Diana Cooper. I have to say, those are my 3. And Diana Cooper's on a different level than any other guest. Like she's just like the queen of spirituality.
Yeah, so. I know.
Yeah, she's amazing. Jim Harold's definitely on my top list as well. One of my favorites that we had, which was an epic moment, I think, for us, was having Dee Wallace on during our first season. That was incredible.
Thanks to Teresa.
Yes. And I hope maybe after this evolution, we can get her back. I think that it's very possible. It's all about alignment. And I think that, taking a little step back so that we can get into a better alignment would be really helpful. I think we're going to be able to call in a lot more guests. I think it's just going to open us up. Parashni, of course, her and Charles, when they came on together, and Parashni in her own power, always speak to my soul in such a profound way. Those 3 definitely were huge for me. And I think my takeaway from this experience so far in the time that we've had it has been a lot about facing my own fears, because we started off this journey not knowing a damn thing about what we were about to do, and not knowing how we were going to do it, and not knowing how long we were going to do it. And I was very against being on camera at any point in time. So not feeling, I can show up now. I'm not quite, I'm out of practice, but I'm still much more comfortable now than I was 6 years ago when we started. And we tried to script our show, and it was a disaster. But we pushed through, and we kept showing up. And if it wasn't for Teresa
That did not work.
coming to us, and she's like, "This is going to happen. We're going to do this." And Rhonda and I are like, "We'll try. We'll try." Not very enthusiastically, but we'll try. And it became its own entity, and it's inspired me endlessly.
Yeah.
It's something I'm very proud of. I love telling people about it. It's been such a magical experience, and I get to spend it with you two, and I get to share this amazing journey with you two. And it's been just one of the best parts of my life. So, all the amazing people we get to meet and connect with our amazing audience. And we've been so blessed. And I mean, people don't realize we do this for free. We just do it because it's fun and we love it. We don't do it because we're getting any compensation or anything. I mean, we get energetic compensation from the healing we receive, and the amazing insights and awareness and connections. But we pay out for what we do here, and we don't mind. We love it. We love it.
We love it. But we aren't adverse to donations. Just kidding. But how is, going in front of the camera translated into your now new job? Has it made you way more outgoing and more emotive? Or?
I think so. I find, definitely talking to people face to face versus through a camera. When you're in a camera, there's like a shield almost. You know what I mean? Like, you're not as out there. But it's definitely helped me to be able to show up differently, and I don't feel quite so, like, there was a time that I just couldn't, my anxiety would get pretty unreal, and I wouldn't really talk to people. And now I can show up at work, and we have to push selling stuff, because for people who don't know, I work at Bath and Body Works, which is just a magical place for me. You got to push selling stuff and talk to people about what they like. And I have people who, like this woman last week, she wanted me to get something from a top shelf, and I couldn't quite reach. I was going to grab a stepladder. I had another taller coworker who was able to grab it. And the woman decided she didn't want it, and she held my hand as she's apologizing. Like, that's not something you really experience, as people being that intimate with you. But she held my hand, and she's like, "I'm so sorry." I was like, "No, you're okay. Like, whatever you want. That's fine. That's our job. I'm here to do that." But people are telling me, I walk in, over to somebody, ask them, if they need help with anything, and they unload their life story, and I just hold space for it.
You're right.
But it's really become a place for me to be able to, and I Reiki, I got my Reiki on while I'm there. I've got my crystals on while I'm there. I'm very much holding space for the experience while I'm there. I'm not showing up the same way that I would have before. So it's been a pretty awesome experience, and my connection with people has definitely been deeper. We'll still have the occasional grumpy people, but they're not as much. I haven't.
And they're not after talking to you. I can't imagine them being grumpy after talking to you.
No, I just smile and apologize, or
What
try
are
to
you,
find a way
Canadian?
to resolve the issue. You have to be Canadian in the service business.
I'm sorry.
That's how that works. Customer's always right. But it's a fun playground for me. It's not life or death. It's just fun. So I'm just tired, but it's fun. It's fun being tired for that.
So how about you, Teresa? I know you've moved across the country since we first started. So obviously you've had some changes in your life and your way.
I did. I moved there right before we started, because when we started, I was sitting on the floor in my granddaughter's purple room. You guys remember the purple behind me?
Yes.
And I was sitting on the floor. It was hurting my knee and painful, but it's like, I'm doing this show, I was going to get it and stuff. Yeah, so now I got a swivel chair. I could dance. I could do anything. So it's fun.
Who are
There's
your
been
favorite
a lot.
guests?
I'm trying to think like you guys to pick one, and it's like, my heart goes out to so many of them, because it all goes so deep into my heart, and it's kind of I don't think I can pick one. I think I could pick a top 25 maybe or something like. Oh, I'm
And then
fading again.
That's okay. And then there's the ones who have become our friends, like
Yes.
Marla and
Yeah,
Kim
that-
Van
that-
Sandy and Ron Shaver and
yes,
you know Katie Steinley.
it is like that. We have the
They're
sweetest
family.
people that we
Yeah.
hang with. And
Yeah.
there's what you guys see on the show, right? And that's all fun and all. But we get before and after, we get to spend time with them. And sometimes it's like,
Wow.
what? You know, you're experiencing things and me the show, you know, as far as expansion, right? You know, spiritual expansion and stuff.
And
I love
just
it.
so you guys know, one of the things we're going to fix while we're on hiatus is Teresa's internet. She's got that on her
Please
list
help
to
me
do
fix
next
this.
week. Yeah, she's going to call at least the internet company. We're going to figure this out. We're going to, because it was good.
I'm
Now
sorry, everybody.
No, it's fine. Remember when we first started, our internets would go in and out all the time. And
Yep.
it's just, we've
Oh,
become
yeah.
so
We would zap the
comfort-
thing.
Yeah, we go Technicolor.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes I think things happen to our feed because we were on the cutting edge at the beginning. I mean, now I know a
Yeah.
lot of people come and go with their podcasts in their stores, but we have been going 6 years, and that does give us some bit of credibility. But the reason we're here today, we're giving a gift out to all of you, right? We have
Absolutely.
messages from Spirit for you for the next few weeks. And we may pop on intermittently in between if we feel like, oh, we should get together and pull some cards. And we may do that before Christmas. We may do it at noontime during the week.
I'm just trying to manifest something here.
Yeah. We may do it during the week.
To be determined.
To be determined. Just
This is
to
busy
maybe,
season, so
I know.
Expect
it's
the
busy.
unexpected.
yes.
Yeah. I'm just thinking a quick, pulling cards to sort of fill up the coffers so we can pay for Canva and StreamYard and Christmas.
I think what she's saying is she's going to miss y'all.
Yeah. I can't, I mean, I'm not going to be able to go. But anyways, so Teresa, have you got a theme card or something you wanted to bring forward first? I'm going to put you back on break.
Well, speaking of new co-hosts and things and friends, I have which is called Activating the Flower of Love, and it goes with. Can you guys see me at all when this is happening?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
There. We
There.
can see you.
That's beautiful.
Okay, this is
That's
like light
beautiful.
language artwork, so it's activating. And what this is fits. It's card number 4. It's called Trust and Surrender. Your soul is calling you to align with your deepest desires and embrace the infinite possibilities that exist within and around you. Trust in the power of your heart to guide you toward your highest path, for it holds the key to unlocking your true potential. Surrender to the flow of the universe and allow love to be your compass, supporting you through any challenges or obstacles that may arise. Remember, love is the foundation of your inner resilience, and with it, you can conquer anything. Trust in the wisdom of the universe and know that you are divinely supported every step of the way. Let your heart lead the way and watch as your dreams and desires manifest into reality. I love that. Trust and surrender are sometimes pretty hard. You think you got it. You think you're trying it, and then it's like, no, there's deeper levels of this. And it's like layers leading to a treasure. And I think that's us too. We're trusting into surrendering into that evolution of ours.
That card would be a great tattoo.
Yeah,
Wouldn't it?
that would be.
You like that? Yeah.
Yeah, not like that.
Kim did this like in one night mostly. You know how the download came, and there she is typing it up and doing the artwork herself. It's like, oh yeah, my back was sore. But she can't, isn't that brilliant? You know, she
Yeah,
got it done
that's
just
amazing.
like that.
And she hopes to be one of our regular co-hosts too, from the
Yes,
Netherlands.
she's
So that's
agreed.
pretty special. Like I said, we'll have her all. We'll either be live or pre-recorded, but we'll be back to you with new shows in
the new year.
2024,
Mhm.
probably towards the end of January, beginning of February. That's what we're hoping for. We're hoping, if we can get schedules aligned and the stars aligned, but that's what we're hoping
Yeah,
for.
we'll introduce you all to our new hosts too.
Yeah,
Get to
so
know
that's
them.
cool. So Bex, you have a card. I'm going to put it back to you.
I have 3 cards because I was guided to pull one from each
Woohoo.
deck that I grabbed. And it's
Okay.
not decks that I usually use, which is funny. I grabbed The Universe Has Your Back by Gabrielle Bernstein. I grabbed
There's
Miracles
somebody to get.
Now by Gabrielle Bernstein, because I love
wow.
that one as well. And then I
Oh,
also
there's a
grabbed
theme.
Divine Abundance by Tasha Silver.
Oh, 2
Oh,
places people we
neat.
could get from.
Well, and it's funny because the reason I grabbed these is that they don't, I mean, it's not a lot on the card itself. There's a lot more internal that happens when you're reading these. But the first card that came up was from Tasha Silver, and that was Expansiveness. Isn't that great?
Oh,
I think that's so perfect. It says, eternity is
yeah.
far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. So this is really about letting yourself give yourself over to just being in it and not feeling like you have any pressure to do anything at a certain time. There's the only pressure you experience is the pressure you put on yourself. And I love that there's butterflies all over it, because what are they? They're transformation,
Oh, wow.
And this is a big part of being able to expand, is to allow yourself to be transformed. Just giving yourself permission to step back sometimes and not feel like you have to constantly do. And the next card that came up was from the Miracles Now, and it says, I make time to recharge my battery. The world needs my energetic light. So I'm sensing a theme today.
Perfect. It's perfect.
It's okay to take a break. It's okay. How many of us feel like if we're taking a break, we're being, just completely useless, not serving a purpose? It's like we're programmed to just keep going, even if we're exhausted, even if we just don't have the ability to really allow ourselves to be that vessel anymore, because we're so full of stuff that we haven't been able to really process yet. So give yourself a break. We're all giving you permission to take a break too. I know it's the holiday season and it gets really busy, but take a break. You don't have to be on all the time. And then the next card, the last one, is from The Universe Has My Back. And it's the moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment the universe can truly get to work. So that's the perfect little
It's
story
true,
there.
yeah.
Of what we're going through, of what Spirit Sessions is going through. This is like a Spirit Sessions reading here for the entity that it is. We know that in this space of stepping back and giving ourselves time to breathe and allowing Spirit Sessions to shift into what it's meant to be, which it is what it's meant to be, but it's also meant to evolve, and we need to give it over to, surrendering it, allowing it, and embracing it. So
not holding it so tight.
We don't need exactly, because they say that the tighter you hold on to things, the more you hurt yourself. When you let go, you allow things to just shift beautifully and perfectly. There's a divine perfection to all of this that we have been interfering in by pushing ourselves past our points of being able to really show up fully. So now we're going to give over to that.
For sure.
It's a beautiful lesson.
It's a great lesson. And I pulled the card from my boy. He always calls himself your boy.
Yes, your boy.
Kyle Gray. His new deck, and I love it. It's Divine
gorgeous.
Masters.
Yeah.
It's a bit like his other Divine Masters, different artist and a little bit different messages. It's beautiful.
And different beings are showing up, which I love.
Yeah, and different themes and beings, and it's a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous deck. And his I pulled the card today, Gaia, Resilient Spirit, Earth Connection, Stay Rooted and Trust and Faith. So that's what I know I have to do with my personal life, with what's going on, and that it's a really good message for this season where we're going into holiday season with lots of family and lots of hustle and bustle, and I'm sure Bex will feel it in Bath and Beyond,
Yes,
Dead
Lord.
Bath and Beyond.
Bath and Body Works. Yes.
Bath and Body Works. Sorry, Bath and
That's
Body
okay.
Works. I better get the right
It
sponsor
happens
here.
all the
I
time.
know.
Bath and Body Works. It smells wonderful there.
It does.
It does, and so staying grounded and rooted will help us have that resilience of spirit. It's sort of like when somebody pushes something not so great at us, we just are able to deflect it and keep that resilience.
Yeah.
Being able to stand our ground energetically and not take on other people's hurts and negative energy and just bad tempers, we can stay resilient. And it's sometimes very hard to do that, but by staying grounded and just letting that stuff flow into Mother Earth, and she'll take care of it and transmute it into light, we can really learn a lot from that. So I know I've been feeling a little overwhelmed. My sister always gets me ungrounded, so I always, even before I get on the phone with her, I have to ground, because I just like, and I'm sure a lot of us have those relationships where I feel so bad for her, like what she's going through right now with her stroke and everything and recovering. So
Oh my gosh.
that was another pivotal point for me to say, I just like my plate is overflowing now. So I just mentally, I can't got to give myself a little space too. So
yes,
so it'll help us all.
You know what I see about that card is also remembering that our roots are deep. What we've created, we've really established deep roots. So wherever we go from here, and it will be together, it's going to be big and beautiful, and it's just a matter of allowing our branches to move out and really blossom. I think that's the thing, is that in that, recognizing that what has been created cannot be destroyed.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's so
beautiful.
True. Yeah, it's so true. And it's a wonderful time of year, even though it's crazy time of year for some people. It's also the time of year when the earth starts slowing down. And there's that, the daylight gets less and less in the Western hemisphere, and the Northern hemisphere, sorry. And it gets slowing down. It's a time to, we're putting the summer and the fall to bed, and we're getting ready for that renewal when the light starts coming back up after Christmas time, or Eventide, or whatever you want to call it. So after solstice. So yeah, and we may still have the little show. We don't know. We're going to play it by ear right now. So we may have a pop. What do they call it? A pop-up.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm wondering, can you guys hear me?
Yes,
even though I'm frozen.
Okay, you have a great smile. That's very.
I got the goofy smile there. It's like no.
It's a very
like a rabbit
smile.
Oh, good. My heart's showing then.
Yes.
What I wonder now is, what are we looking for next in spirit sessions? Now that we've done it this long, now that we know what we got ourselves into and the potential and all that, letting it flow out. What does it feel like coming in for you? What do you look forward to?
That's a good question.
It's a good question. I look forward to meeting new guests and pulling back some of our old people, older guests, pulling back them into the show and inviting them back in to see what's going on in their lives and just bringing it back. I mean, Jackie Dennison, I'd love to have as one of our first guests. Emma Harrison, those people. Jessica Duda, I know she's on the Breakthrough Joy, the Project Joy show. She's been a wonderful support to us and a wonderful mentor as well. So, Jessica's Breakthrough Network show is an awesome show, and we, interviewing more of her guests, her show hosts on our show as well, to hear their story. It's all pretty cool.
I think it'd be cool to have Jackie and Megan together.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That
that'd
would
be
a
fun.
powerhouse episode.
Jackie
Think we
Dennison.
could get her to eat fire on the show? Have you seen
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
That would be
She was
wild.
lighting a candle this morning. Did you see it? She touched
Mhm.
the fire and then lights the candle and
Oh, I
stands
did
up
see her
like
do
it
that.
was so easy. Yeah,
Yep,
it's
yep.
way
That's
cool.
awesome.
That's
And they're
very
5
cool.
hours ahead, so our show time is great for them. They just love
Yeah.
coming. It's a perfect
And
time.
I'm determined we're gonna have Lisa Winston and Joe Vitale on.
Oh,
Because now
yes.
that they're
Yeah.
settled into their new place or they're getting settled, I think this
Yeah,
next year is going to be
yeah.
the perfect time. We've been trying and it just wasn't working out timing wise, but I think it's coming. It feels
Yeah.
like 2024 is going to be just a very different energy than what we've been experiencing in this early 2020s. It's
And
been
all the-
crazy.
All the forecasts are sort of saying that. All the people that are
Yeah.
talking about 2024, they're talking about it in a new light. Like this was the like put the pedal to the metal, grind it down kind of year.
Yeah.
And next year's going to be like, okay, you can start reaping the rewards of all the work you've been doing.
Yes.
Finally,
Yeah.
finally. So that's
So we're
going
going to ask you all to hold space for us to get these magical guests that we've been trying for 6 years, like Kyle Gray,
Greg
and
Braden.
Greg Braden, yes.
Teresa's going to write a love letter to him. I'm sure.
We have our wish list.
We have our wish
Yeah,
list.
our wish
We'll
Yep.
just start writing them and say, just schedule us in January, February, and March, and we'll get you in.
Yeah.
So January will be, I'm going to try and get Jackie for sure, and maybe Jackie
Yeah.
and Megan in for sure
Yeah.
at the end of January, and then we'll schedule in our co-hosts. So if you guys questions to Spirit Sessions, please send them into our email, which will be attached to the video links. If you want to be a guest host and you're qualified, or a guest, yeah, just email us. We have had a remarkable number of people who have just asked to be on our show, and we say, sure. So,
If you want to share experiences you've had, if you want to share your gifts, if you want to share, if you know a friend who has gifts that they're ready to share with the world, like we're looking for recommendations, connections, whatever it is. We're happy to. We're open to pretty much. I mean, I don't think we've really said no to anybody. I think we've been pretty good.
Yeah, except for that guy that or never mind. Yeah.
1 out of 300 and something.
I know. We always get those Nigerian princes that want to be on, and I say no. Because we can claim our fortune. Have me on your show, and you can claim your.
We got our energetic fortune.
Yes.
So it's awesome. So thank you all, I guess, and happy Thanksgiving is coming up. Today is this will be airing on November 11th, and that's Remembrance Day in Canada. I don't know, is it Veterans
November
Day?
12th. The 11th is Saturday.
Oh, okay, the 12th.
Yeah.
Well, we have passed
11/11.
11/11, which is Remembrance Day in Canada. So November the 12th is that?
We have Veterans Day. Yeah.
Veterans Day.
On the
So
10th, yeah.
thank you all for your service to our countries and to the world.
To the world, yep. And the
Thank you
universe.
all. And the universe. And
sending peace out to the world.
Yes.
All around to every soul.
what the world needs now is love, sweet love. So,
Sweet love.
sweet love.
Well, make me start singing.
Please start singing.
No.
Do it.
Nope, not happening. But yes, we have Thanksgiving, we have Christmas, we have New Year. It's going to be a lot of holidays that we're not going to be on for, but that's okay. Solstice, yes, thank you. Solstice, we can't forget that.
But like I said, we may do a pop-up, and please like our thing and send them keep checking into our page, because we will have shows that you have missed, and you'll want to get in on them. And I'll be
and
putting
share our
little
stuff.
Teasers.
Share it out.
Share
out your favorite episodes. Invite your friends to watch your favorite episodes, because that is what gets us the bigger guests. Is the more people that watch us, the more likely they are to say yes. And we know that that's just a technical BS thing, because they care more about views. We don't really care. But we do want to be able to have those experiences and share them with you, to be able to speak to these people and and just be able to have these incredible episodes for you. So yeah, share it out.
And I'll be doing I'll be sharing out links to the shows that I'm previewing for you, and it'll go to our YouTube channel, and you can watch it there, or I will also share to our podcast. And please sign up and subscribe to both of those, but hit the notification bell and stay tuned. And please, like I said, flood our mailbox with your comments, questions, and suggestions. We'd love that. Thank you. Anything else? Teresa is still stuck in her very smiling
I'm
face.
frozen, so I'm over here picking my nose. No, just kidding. No, no. I'm sending love out. This is what I'm feeling. I'm sending love to everybody so much, to you guys and to all our family, because I love you guys and I appreciate all we got to do together.
And Teresa,
can't wait for more.
You have a special coming up till the end of the month for your readings, right?
Oh, I do.
So
I did.
Give a little plug to you, and I don't know if Bex has one similar as well. So go ahead.
What I'm doing is I'm using LightStar's deck, the Celestial Frequencies, which has light language and activations on it and stuff. Well, kind of like these, and so it's neat. But she has a reading in there that's a course change, and I decided to take that and make it into something else because of all the eclipse energy and the intensities and Pluto leaving Capricorn, and there's just so many changes going on, and we're releasing and letting go. And it's not just an endless releasing and letting go. It's all building up to something. It's letting in more light. So I'm using where your current spiritual trajectory is going and new energies that are coming in for you to integrate and play with. And I'm doing it for $33. And it's been a lot of fun.
That's a deal. Holy cow.
That is a deal.
And is that live over StreamYard or is Zoom or Facebook Messenger?
Yeah, no, not StreamYard. Right now, I'm still using Facebook Messenger like that. But now that I know I can do my phone like this and plug the earplug things in, I could probably do more on StreamYard,
whichever
I'll need to
works
do next
for
week
them.
anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, whichever.
And Teresa's links will be in here as well in her email, so you can contact her through there, or if you're a friend on Facebook, you can message her. And how about you, Bex?
Yeah, I don't breathe like this.
No, I know. This is just StreamYard special, show special.
Not really. I do them. I have regulars who will show up a few times a month and things like that, but other than that, I haven't really had time. But I'm open to doing them for anybody who wants to have a session, an intuitive reading, or anything like that. Just message me. You can message me on Divinely Guided Inspirations with Bex Marie, or if we're friends on Facebook, you can message me there as well. I tend to see those much more than I see the ones on the page, because the page I've kind of had to take a huge step back from, just because I don't have time. Even the weekly readings, I'm like, oh, I'm just so tired when I get home from work and then I have to do that. But I do it just so there's a continuity on the page. But yeah, I still love doing the sessions. I find that being in the 3D world all the time and then being able to step back into that space is just, I feel so much more empowered when I get back into the session, and a lot more. I've been having powerhouse sessions lately. I don't know what's happened. There's been a big shift where it's just like a lot has been coming through, just very, very big stuff, and it's been a lot of fun. So yeah, when I get to do it, it's amazing.
I love it.
Love it.
It's so fun.
And myself, I still do healing sessions online. You can message me through my links here. I do them usually over Messenger and do them all across the world. So people call me up, and yeah, I get up at 6 a.m. to do healing sessions with people. Yes, I do. It's not a problem for me.
No.
And it's a great way to start my day. I love connecting and doing Reiki over the internet. People say it can't be done, but you girls are both. I have attuned you both to Reiki level up to Reiki level 2, and it works. And I do healing through your Akashic records with Reiki, and that's the way I do it. We tap into your Akashic records, and then I do Reiki healing at a soul-to-soul level. So it works. And usually I have a cold card at the end too. And Usually it's always about what we've been talking about. So
Yes, I
it's-
love
it's-
that.
It's the angels are right there, so they're always figuring it
Oh,
out.
they
So,
are. I remember
They are-
reading your Akashic records, and I could see like angels flying out of your hands. Like it was like what? But basically, they are fully there supporting what you do.
it's awesome. It's awesome. So, well, thank you, everybody. And thank you, girls. And we will see you on the other side. Like I said, just message us if you have any questions. And love you both. And we'll be talking because we still have planning and stuff to do. So that'll be for another meeting. Love you guys.
Love you.
Mwah.
Bye-bye.
You'll see that your life will just dramatically change. And now you're building a life around what really matters to your soul.
We all communicate with nature. It's a part of us. It's part of what we're meant to do.